This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to address the people in this world that go on the internet and they try giving out history lessons, because you'll say something in a video or a tweet or a post of some sorts on some social media platform, and you may mess up. Here's the thing. We're all in this world, we're all gonna say some dumb stuff, okay? I was just having a conversation with my mom about this the other day, how we all do stupid things at some point in times. We all do. And I've done stupid things. My mom says she's done stupid things in her life. Everybody in this world, even the most perfect people, the most perfect people, from Bill Gates to freaking Barack Obama to who else? Like Michael Jordan. Everybody in this world has made mistakes, all right? Everybody. They've made mistakes. They've said some dumb stuff. They have thought some dumb stuff. That is just people. That is who we are. That is in our blood. The one thing that I don't like is when I say some dumb stuff, and people know me. People know that, look, all right, when I'm talking about whatever, 99% of the time, I'm cracking jokes, all right? I'm not being serious. If I'm talking on a serious matter, you will hear the change in, like, the tone of my voice. But I'm not going to, like, for an example, if I see some wild animal or something, like it could be a rodent, and I'm all like, hey, yo, that like predator animal, that thing is crazy. And then people about like, well, technically it's a rodent, and rodents can't be predator animals. Who cares? Like, that's what people need to understand is, for one, you are not a teacher, okay? You are on TikTok 8 o'clock at night. You are not a teacher, bro. And second, who's gonna really be sitting down trying to figure out whether some random animal that they just saw is a rodent or a predatorial animal? Is predatorial a word? I don't know. That's what I mean. I do not care what I say when it comes to the internet. It is the internet. Everybody is saying dumb things left and right. Who cares? Like, honestly, that's what people need to understand. That's what people need to know. You need to embrace when you say some dumb stuff online. That's one thing where it's like, I can't stand a person that wants to be too perfect. Where it's, or even more so, is like they can't understand when a person is joking. That's why I'm like, it's just overall, when you meet people like that, it makes you not want to talk to them. Like, if you're one of those people where you feel like you gotta correct everybody, like, I get if you do it as a joke, but even if it's just on some dumb stuff where it's like, okay, you can tell like when a person is joking, but when you're being dead serious about it, that makes a person not want to talk with you no more. So it's like, if that's the goal, if that's the mission, hey, mission accomplished. You have done it. You have exceeded what you wanted in life. Is that a proper way of saying it? I don't know. Who cares? Like, that's honestly what a lot of people need to just, those two words. Who cares? Or with 2 words and a question mark, because of course with them, they gotta be all proper and they gotta be, and I'm like, man, it's stuff like that where I'm like, nah, fam, like, I'm sorry, but I can't talk with people like that. I just can't. Like, I know, like, because the thing is, like, with me and my family, like, that's something that we'll do with one another. We'll correct each other on things, and we'll be joking. We can tell when one another is joking, and if we're not, like, then yeah, we'll run to the internet and, prove our point and stuff. But the 99%, not even 99, all the time, we're joking around with each other. So, like, that's why when, like, I I guess like my vocabulary or how I pronounce stuff or when I say one thing is another. That's just based off of how I talk with me and my family. Does that make us stupid? No, we're all educated. We all graduated from high school. We all got, things in this world that just, it shows that we know some things, but we don't need to know everything that exists in this world. And there's people where it's like they learn something and they're like, oh, well, I gotta tell everybody now. Like, I gotta tell them that I know this. I gotta tell them. So the next time they be and it's people like that where it's like they be waiting. They'll wait for that right time and opportunity, not realizing it's the wrong time and a bad opportunity to try to like prove something to some. Cause no, like if you just put that in play, right? So like, let's say I learned that Xbox 360s came out in, I don't know, 2005, 2006, whatever. So let's just say 2006, right? So I learned that information. And then somebody says, oh yeah, Xbox 360s, they came out in 2013. And so now I know most people, all right, so I feel like there's like two ways of entering that conversation. There's a one wrong way and then there's a right way. When you say some stuff like, well, actually it came out in 2006, I'm like, get your facts straight. That person's just going to look at you like you're crazy. And so the thing is this, if that person, if it's two people having a conversation, that is two people having a conversation. If I'm involved in that conversation, then I will. But a lot of the times it'll be people that's not even involved in the conversation. So would I speak out on it? Probably not. If I overhear somebody say some stuff like that, that is between them and that person. Now, if they look to me and they ask me, hey, Tyler, when did the Xbox 360s come out? Oh, I don't know, 2005, 2006. They're like, really? I thought it came out in 2013. I'm like, no, I think it was, I don't know, they might have released like a new version of it, but I think, no, I think they originally had came out in like 2005, 2006, around that time. I don't know exactly. That's when I get involved. But a lot of times, like, no, it'll just be people that's like the conversation doesn't even involve them. Where it's like, I think I've said that before. It's like, it's a pet peeve of mine where it's like people chime in and it's like, who's talking to you? Like you don't want to ask them that question because you don't want to be rude. But at times, like, no, I feel like you have to start being rude to people. I feel like I need to declare that it is okay to be rude to people now. Because, no, like I said, it's like, people, they just chime in. It's all like, who's talking to you, bruh? Like, this is a conversation between me and this person. If we're having a dumb conversation, that's us. That is how we talk with one another. We don't need no teacher, bruh. So it's just, it's when people, when they carry on like that, it just, yeah, like I said, it makes you not want to talk with that person. Like, there's people in this world where they have carried on like that, and I'm like, okay, well, I know now not to have a conversation around them, with them. I'm just going to go on about my business. Like, bruh, I'm telling you, from like, it was a lot of times, but no, it's so weird, man. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I don't get it. But if that's how that person lives, it's like, yeah, like I said, if you find yourself one day and you look up and there's nobody that wants to like interact, talk with you. And so, but no, there was one time though, I remember there was this kid that I went to school with, and the kid, he was like, I don't know, like I'm not going to speak too much on him as a person, but there was a time where me and him, we did kind of get into it a little bit because, no, it was like he said some dumb stuff where it was all like, fam, for one, I don't remember talking to you, so like, I don't know why you had to chime in the conversation. Second, what are you even talking about? Like, no, you got to like ask people that question just to really like, I guess, snap them back into reality. It's like, that like that little pin thing that they had in Men in Black where it flashes and then it doesn't, I don't think, did it wipe out their memory or did it just, I don't know, like, I don't know if it like, I think it wiped out their memory, but like for the, like that duration of that time where I guess they met the minute, I don't know, bro. But anyway, so no, I remember I think it was the speech and debate class. So cause the class, so the teacher, he taught two classes. It was a speech and debate class and then it was like it was because it was like a TV class or something where it's like we broadcast the show throughout the school and things. So, but anyways, I think it was a speech and debate class. So, anyways, I remember where we was. I think I was just like we were in this room, and me and some friends. We were because I think that's what the teacher he wanted us to do was like some debating exercise. So he put one group of kids in one because it was like two classrooms. So or it was like one area of the class was like a studio type room and stuff. You know how like music studios. So it was something like that. So he had us in there, and then he had like kids in the actual classroom part. So anyways, we were in the studio classroom part. I remember we were all just kind of like just sitting down talking and all that stuff, debating with one another. And I can't remember how he started talking to me, but I had said I wasn't even talking to him. I was talking to somebody else. And he chimes in and he just starts saying some old random stuff. And I'm looking at him confused. And my friends, they started laughing because they can see how confused I was. Because they was like, yeah, we can tell that, like, yeah, Tyler, he's not. What this guy just said, it's like it ain't fully processing. But yeah, he ain't with that. Tyler ain't with that. All right. So, but no, they started laughing because they was like, they're so weird and random. Like, what are you even talking about? So then I think, I can't remember how exactly the conversation went, but at some point in time, he started talking about water torturing. And I'm like, bro, what does that have to do with anything? And then he's all like, would you like to find out? And I'm like, if you put your hands on me, I guarantee you're going to have a problem. I'm like, so just understand that. Then I think he kind of started backing off. I'm like, yeah, Napoleon Dynamite, you better relax yourself, all right? Keep quiet. Go try to vote for Pedro or something. But it's like, you just need to relax. Because I'm like, I guarantee if you touch me, it's going to be a problem in this classroom and a chair is going to go flying and it's going to be coming from my hands, all right? So, but it's stuff like that where it's like that's usually how that goes. You end up offending somebody, and then at that point, that person wants to fight you. So that's what I mean by people. Like, look, all right, if you're one of those individuals where you feel like you need to chime into a conversation that ain't got nothing to do with you, whether it's in real life or if it's on social media, bruh, you ain't even got it. You don't have to say nothing, okay? You could just chill, keep to yourself. You can talk amongst your friends and family that you want to bring that conversation up to. But a lot of the times, like, it's, when it's two people talking, if they don't include you, unless you're tagged in, like, the post or, like, that's if it's, like, social media. Or if, or if it's like, yeah, if you're sitting there with the friend group and then they look at you and they want your opinion. And that's like with me, when they always try to like get me to like chime in, like there'll be two people arguing and they're like, Tyler, what you think? And I'm like, hey, look, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just over here chilling and stuff. So I'm like, that's between y'all. I'm like, all I'm thinking about is when my next meal is going to happen. Cause all I'm thinking about is food, what videos I'm going to record, what game I'm going to play tonight when I'm streaming. Look, bruh, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, where my mind be at, my mind just be in its own little world, whether it's, content creating stuff, what I'm gonna do for the day, should I buy me some shoes, should I buy me some parts for my PC, even though I really don't want to buy any more parts for my PC, like, I'm actually done. Like, I don't want to buy it, and I know I'm like, most likely I'm gonna end up having to buy some, because I think I'm having like PC issues, and I think there's I need more RAM. I think, and I'm like, I don't want to buy nothing else. I'm like, bro, I've bought so much stuff for this PC in the past year, and I'm like, I'm getting tired of it and stuff. And so I'm gonna be mad, like I'll go and buy some new RAM, and then it's like it doesn't even do nothing, and I'm like, it's stupid, man. But anyways, but yeah, and see, like, I'll talk on that. And then somebody will chime in, and they just about like, well, it might not be your RAM. It might not. I was not asking you. I was not asking you. Did you hear me say, hey, such and such, or whatever your name is? Did I ask you a question? No, I did not. Okay, you are not involved, so don't chime in. It's just, it's weird, man. But no, it's like, there's just so many times, though, where I can think of, like, when people, they just chime in. Or, no, like, even the one incident with Twitch streaming. And I'm like, yeah, it's like I guess, like, with content creating and stuff. If I could give y'all a story on that for those that don't know. Because I know, like, some of you guys may be new to my podcast and stuff, so. But because no, like Spotify just recently showed where it's like now I can view how many followers I have on Spotify for my podcast, and so I'm like, hey, yo, shout out to the people that's following my podcast. But no, so there was a time though when I was streaming, and there was I think was it just I don't know if it was just me and this friend or if it was me and another. I feel like it was just me, the one friend, and then the toxic person that was always. So if you guys remember me talking about how this toxic dude just always would join my streams, he'd say like racist stuff. He'll say like things about his friends and family. Like this guy, he was one of those people where it's like, yeah, you're gonna mess around and get hurt hanging out with him and stuff. So it's best like people like him, just let him be off in like, you know, like a Shrek swamp like area by himself. He does not need to be out in the general public and stuff. But no, so there was a time where I was streaming, and one of my friends at the time, they had joined my stream, and yeah, we were just sitting down talking about our careers and stuff. And it's a conversation between, and now the thing is with this, is like with Twitch streaming, yes, it can be a little bit different, but at least you know what, let's just pause this story. Let me just tell y'all like how when I'm in a person's stream, when I'm in one of my friends' streams, if they're having a conversation with somebody, that is between them. If they add me into the conversation, then I will say what I need to say. Or I'm just going to do what I usually do and just be all like, I'm not in this. I don't want to be involved. And that's it. But I've never, ever had to get like brought into a conversation. For the most part, when I join a person's stream, I'm always just talking with the streamer. I'm not, you know, like, yeah, and I'll see like the chat and I think the one and only time where I did actually chime in is when it was something race related and it involved black people, and I'm like, okay, hold on, time out. You know, one of the I might not be a founding member of African Americans, but I am a member. I'm a part of that organization and stuff. So I think it's best if I say what I need to say about this matter and stuff. But that was like one of the only times. But anyways, so continuing on with this story. So me and my friend, we were talking about like how we have really successful jobs. Like they're an engineer at, a company. And of course with me in content creating. And I was like, and I sat down, I thought of it. I'm all like, fam, we got some good jobs. Like, I mean, yours is like obviously in a better position than mine, but I'm like, once when I do get up there and stuff, like it's going to be a good paying job. And the toxic person, was, of course, sitting down listening. And that's what they go on to say. And they're all like, not to be rude or whatever. But they was like, I personally don't think that you guys are ever going to be millionaires from your jobs and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, like, for one, wasn't talking to you, was talking to this friend. Two, who do you think you are to just join in on a person's stream and start, like, saying, like, oh, I don't think this is going to... That's what you think. Your thought process doesn't speak for the whole world and stuff. That's why your thought process is your thought process. If your thought process was based off of the whole world, the world will be non-existent. I'm going to just tell y'all that right now. So, but anyways, no, I started getting a little, like, aggravated. I started getting a little upset because I was like, fam, you can't just speak on people's lives and then think it's like actual factuals and stuff. Like, no, that is what you think. So always know that. Always know what you think is what you think. But it ain't gonna be an actual fact for everybody else and stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's like, man, get out of here with that. And so... anyways, eventually I ended up having to ban that guy from my streams and telling my friends about him because I was like, no, this guy. Because no, there was even another time where one of my friends was talking about how they went to a particular college. And he goes on to say, well, it's not Ivy League. Like, that's what I remember them telling me that. And I was like, this guy is crazy. Like, nah, he's definitely one of those people where it's like, I can see him being out in public and he says something wrong to the wrong somebody and they trying to fight. And he doesn't come off as a person that knows how to fight and things. Like, he throws like one good punch, but like mid punch, he's running. So it's like, it doesn't really, it's not as effective, as a full blown fighting punch. Like, you gotta know the difference between a fighting punch and a running punch. A fighting punch is when you put your body in a stance where you are ready, okay? You have planted your body to that area until like the fight starts really getting active, and then of course, you're gonna be having to move around and doing all the other extra stuff. And then a running punch is like, okay, I know where my car is at, or I know where transportation is at, or my house, wherever I'm at. I know where the area I need to go to. I know where it's at. So I'm going to get in a position where my feet are turned at a certain degree of angles where I can run, but I can also swing my fist at the same time. It might not even be a fist. It might just even be like either a backhand or open hand slap or something. But either way, it's like, yeah, it just, he comes off as a person where he does not know how to fight unless he has like, some fighting experience in a class or some, or in a certain mixed martial arts, then maybe. But other than that, I'm like, no. I'm like, he does not come off. So yeah, if there is ever a time, you know, where if to those that know who I'm talking about, and I'd highly doubt anybody is most likely that I know of that's cool with him. But yeah, if there is ever a time though where I do hear like he got jumped, I'm like, well, did I not tell you so? So, anyways, but yeah, it's like people just allow a conversation to happen between two people. If you get included in, then okay, that's when you say what you need to say. But if not, don't say nothing, all right? So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. Also, if you are purchasing any energy drinks or sleep drinks from Poggers, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock 10% off your next purchase. And if you are purchasing any controller covers or analog grips, you could go to Fatal Grips and you can use my promo code that is also TMossBoss, and that will also knock 10% off of your next purchase. Thank you guys for tuning in to today, whenever you're viewing this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.